This is not a how to study abroad video. It is quite the opposite. When I was deciding to move abroad for my master's, I did my research properly. I watched videos, read articles, read threads. I was opening docs. I had documents. I had spreadsheets littered everywhere. And then I got here, and so much of it still caught me off guard. 1 year in, I'm done with the first year of my master's program, and I'm making the video I wish someone had made while I was doing my research. Before I moved, I did what most people do. You go on YouTube, you hear what's actually like from all kinds of people. Because at the time for me, I was trying to honestly answer the question, is this what I want for my life? You watch all those videos, move to this country, everything you need to know about, do this, do this, do that. Sincerely, I don't think any of those people making those videos align to anyone. I just want to be clear about that. But I think that there's something about the actual experience that they're never quite able to hand over to you. And that's the thing I want to talk about today. Your journey as an international student is peculiar. It is ridiculously peculiar to you. It's almost like a puzzle that God made for you specifically. Like you're the only one that can sit down and actually arrange the pieces. That sounds a little bit abstract and poetic, but yeah, let me explain. I feel like people talk about studying abroad like is this one experience that everyone walks into. It really isn't, honestly. There are all these layers sitting on top of each other and they change everything. Start with the country. Sorry, I think this camera is too close to me. Start with the country. Studying in Estonia, for example, is a completely different life from studying in Germany or maybe Malta or Canada or Cyprus or America. The culture is different. The weather is different. The systems work in their own way. Then sitting on top of the country, you've got the actual school. I've talked to international students here in Estonia who go to other universities, and honestly, some of their experiences barely resembles mine, and we're in the same country. Then narrow it down to your specific program. Even within my own universities, I have friends, I have international students on other programs that have a different workload. They have different teaching style, different reading load than I have. And there's the biggest variable, which is you. Where you're coming from also changes the whole thing. Someone arriving here from Nigeria is probably not going to have the exact experience as someone arriving from India or from Germany. What gives me culture shock might be completely normal to you. And the thing that you find hard might be nothing to me. Let me give you a simple example from my own life. When I got here, I'd already finished school, my undergrad, for a while. I've been living on my own for years. So the old student life, dormitory, living in the dormitory, that vibe, it didn't fit me as easily as it might have fit someone coming straight out of their undergrad. I think I stayed in dorm for about a month and I was already writing to say, like, excuse you, I want to move out. Mind you, this is not a complaint about the dorm. I think it's a really nice, I had really nice people, amazing flatmates. It's just that my starting point was different. So my version of settling in, it looked different. Yeah. I didn't feel like I had settled in. So stack all of that on top of themselves, the country, the school, the program, where you're from, the season of your life. When you arrive, you're not looking at one experience anymore. You're looking at 1,000 possible, experiences, and only one of them is yours. There's one thing my school did when we resumed that I really like. I don't know if other schools do this too. We had They ran a whole orientation week just for international students, and I really appreciate that because to me, my interpretation of it is just that the school is basically admitting that your experience here is going to be its own thing. You're not going to have the same experience as a local student. You're not even going to have the same experience as a fellow international student. It's going to be your own. Your experience is not standard. Now, I'm not saying people shouldn't make videos talking about their experiences. I'm making a video right now on this exact same topic. I make videos as well. Please share your experiences. Please read about people's experiences. It's genuinely helped me, even though when I got here, things were still different, but they were still helpful. Those videos, those resources online were still helpful. They kind of gave me a feel of the rough shape of what I was walking into. But that person in that video, they only have their own experience. This is what happened to them. It doesn't mean it will happen to you too. So keep watching the videos, but think of them as somebody else's story. Don't think of them as a set of instructions. Yeah. So what do I want you to actually walk away with in this video? Stop waiting for someone to hand you the answer and start doing the work of arranging your own puzzle. Research, but research the real question. Don't just research which country is the best. Which country is the best for me, for my field, for my budget, for the kind of life I'm trying to build, for the kind of life I want to live during this season of me schooling year. And there's a lot of question underneath that. Do you want to be a full-time student? Do you want to work alongside your studies? Do you want to work to support yourself while you're here? Some people have to, some people don't. Some people want job for reasons that have nothing to do with money. So every one of those answers give you a uniquely, completely different life abroad, and no video can tell you that. No video knows your bank account or your visa rules or your vibe or where you're coming from. So you have to face it like a whole personal life decision. And even when you do that, there's so many things that when you get abroad, wherever it is you're going to study, you still have to figure it out by living it. You can do your research, but things will still surprise you. You make peace with that. Yeah. There are things that in my head I thought like, oh yeah, this is going to be like this. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And you get here and it's a whole different scenario. So just make peace with that. There are some pieces of the puzzle that will not show themselves until you are standing inside it. So I'm probably not going to make a video telling you, oh, this is what you should do. That kind of content comes from a certainty that this experience cannot actually give anybody. What I can tell you is that your journey is yours. It is peculiar, built for you specifically. Other people's puzzles are lovely to look at. Look at plenty of them, learn from them. Just don't mistake what someone else is painting for the one you are meant to be putting together. You get to be the one to arrange your own experience, your own international student experience. And weirdly enough, that part, that owning it, that doing it your own way based on your own experience, your own intended outcome, is the part that I personally have now come to enjoy the most. I'm in the middle of this right now, 1 year into my master's, and I can tell you it is the arranging of your puzzle of your life around this thing that is actually the enjoyable part. So yeah, that's what this video is all about. Enough yapping. I'd really love to hear from you guys. Where are you coming from? Where are you headed? What is giving you a hard time in the journey right now? Drop it in the comment section, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.